Instead of using, trumpets and saxophones and guitars to play melodies, which might have interfered with his lead instrument, his voice, I gathered sounds from my and I created this library of weird noises that you can make with your tongue, and they seem to play along well with his voice. Then I used the bass, that flat bass, as the primary melody of sorts for Seinfeld.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and our home team. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set, 15, line, 15 line.
Get him! Get him!
Hey, Delta.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. No chance!
Let's go!
On first down, Stacy. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd down, Stacy, he'll rifle this one deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
I don't understand why he's even doing that damn animation.
Down, 10 Lobo.
I'm going to come back to you.
Go. Ready?
Now a handoff looking right. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike, check, 59.
61, matchbox lights. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Broncos.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
53. Go.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. This will be taken at the 10. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Protein spill.
Second and 4. And caught by Henry. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Yeah. Check 59. Mike is 50. Oregon. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
At the 30-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Martinez sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Looking to throw. Stacy. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And now he'll tuck it. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. It's their quarterback. 55 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Smooth. 49, guys. Mike.
2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now an inside handoff for Charles. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
On the ball. You got tight right there.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Broncos nothing.
Let's go. 30 base.
54. Line 54. You just won.
Ready.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this 1st half. He's got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stacy. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Boy, them hit sticks be belling his ass out, don't they?
Trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, Zoo.
To throw on 3rd down, Stacy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground.
I'm damn sure watching how much he's sitting in zone, because I'm going to record his ass if he don't come up out of it.
It just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
It just depends on what he comes out in.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now,
and the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, Charlie.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
You didn't have to do that, Bobby.
Brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags.
Bailing him out. You didn't have to do it.
A first down.
Didn't have to do it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike.
They'll look to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Right.
Anytime you call an inside running play,
if you're not going to match formation, I'm just going to run 5 wide.
You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That
didn't happen. He's not going to match formations, and he's just going to run whatever that is that he's running. I'm just going to run 5 wide.
2nd and 11. From the gun, Stacy gets this one to Le'Veon Bell.
If you're going to not match formation,
just in general, Charles, on a
I'm
play
just going to run 5
how
wide.
tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us?
Good job. I think he contained on that one.
Here in the backfield.
I think he contained on that one, but he still ain't matching
for a
formation.
4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Only thing that's keeping him in this is that he's not matching formations. He's just running 3-4 or nickel 3-3-5 wide and then just loading the box. That's it. Nothing else is happening right now. And then running zone and playing off.
The field ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Rolling to his right.
I got stuck on the damn dude.
Incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's
stuck on the damn dude.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Dumb decision.
Especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their
I'm
last
like, you
drive.
see this boy is X-Factor right now. You still going to throw it? You trying to throw interception.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, this is taken.
They bailed him out.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 40 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single
get that
high
one.
safety.
You won't get another
so you
one
know
like
if you
that.
throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way
called me out of
down
position, that's all.
inside the 20. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
First down, Denver.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Shoot!
And he'll give it here to his running back.
That's my fault.
And he'll take it into the end zone.
I should have just stayed on the man I was on. When I tried to press X, finger slipped the circle and it took me on the wrong dude. It took me out the play.
Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone.
Come on, 45 block.
Will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
And he goes nowhere.
It's just they in the backfield before I can get out of there.
17. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On is the Chargers punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line.
I'm going to change it up.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half.
I don't want to result to like trash tactics of just running 3-4 the whole game just to stop the run. But if I got to, we'll do what we got to do because we got the personnel to do it. By the time he come out in something worth it down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, how about
that? Like I say, I'm going to switch it up.
Set on defense, 6 defensive backs.
Because I'm not even, he's loading the box and pretty much blitzing somebody.
Defensive lineman gets the
I'm going to have to either flood one side of the field or I'm going to have to just run 5 wide.
So the cameras can't find him, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find him, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Stacy. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw. Stacy, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller. You never want to give up a sack.
I'm really not even tripping because I'm like,
they need it for several reasons, especially
I'll
because they
just go
felt like
count
they
up
let
how
little
much zone
brother
after the
down
game
back
and just
there in
put
the
in
pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
See what we can do with this.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Yeah, we know what you're doing.
Check, check.
Rock it.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
You're out. Bang.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Fair.
Check. Kill.
Get it.
From the gun, Stacy going deep here for Allen. This is caught, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Get your ass out of there.
Allen in the final seconds of the first half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Ooh, with a juke. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go.
And I think the ball's out. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Bailing is out.
Fumbles. You look at the guy
Bailing him out
and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man.
Bailing him out.
I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play.
I'm like,
that absolutely cost
they're not that good. They're just
trying
dumbing them
to
out,
do your
honestly.
job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Gonna give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey, seam 6.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 4 yards on the dump-off at 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him
through every
behind the
time.
line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, box drop.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looking to throw. Stacy.
I can't throw it away.
And down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Damn, can I get a... Hey, this ain't my game.
13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
He's limiting me from being able to make big plays. He's lucking out on that.
That's a precursor
because my team should be dismantling his right now.
On is the Chargers punter
getting a
now.
lot of stuff to where I'm not getting those
backwards,
animations.
so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be first and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Alpha. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a second and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's third and goal. Here's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually
it is what it is.
Especially as we get deeper in the game.
So not sure how they feel about that.
He's loading the box,
position to start
trying to bring pressure.
Recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver.
You just got to take what you can get, man.
Is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So
you keep forcing it.
For the 4th time today.
You ain't learned your lesson yet. Stop forcing the deep ball.
Take over at the 29-yard line.
This boy here ain't learned his lesson yet. He just being ignorant. You see this man is X-factored up. You keep forcing it down there.
When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put
just keep chopping at the tree, man.
And in this league,
eventually you're going to get that ass.
You can get them. Not easily done.
Keep chopping at the tree. He don't want to come out there 3-4. Eventually, we going to get that ass.
Now it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Eventually, we going to get that ass. He been running that same 3-4 all game. He ain't got nothing else.
It's Charger football, and
he's praying and hoping, begging, don't nothing else come after.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Stacy. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball.
I just waited on him.
Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
SOS.
Check. Lucky. Hard. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Shit.
On 3rd down, Stacy. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
Told you he ain't coming out there zone.
The Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree
as long
with
as
you
you're staying in that
That's
zone.
what you want, but there carries
Told you I
a
was
little
gonna make the
extra pressure
adjustment.
with that as well, because you and I both know
He ain't coming out of
protecting
zone.
the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into
Because he know his defense is no bueno in man.
Prove it.
Had 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now
Same
on
off
this drive
tackle.
after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give it
Same off tackle play. It ain't changed.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5",
I ain't even do nothing.
342 finds his way home for the sack. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
How did he hang on to that with me right there?
The 44.
I have no clue.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
He just quick
and he'll
snapped
be
it, that's all.
taken down deep into Charger territory. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch
Get it.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check 26, check 26. Look, squeeze. Bravo. Deep rip.
They're going to look to throw. And
That's
this is gonna
Derwin.
wind up
He ignorant,
incomplete.
man. You can't even blame him. He
The
forcing
coverage
that
there
hoe.
too strong on the deep ball. And
I
now
would
they
not be
face
trying
a
to throw
third
that
down.
on Derwin.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
59 Mike. Check, 59. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception.
Let him know,
Casey
man.
Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted.
That
but they
boy
don't
learned his
react like
lesson,
they do
man.
on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it.
That's the
Otherwise,
type of runs I
the end
want right
result
there.
can be something you don't like.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
General West.
Again, it's Bell. Fights off another.
That's the runs I've been looking for.
And able to get
That's
across
what I've
the
been
20
looking for.
before they get to him. That one good for 13.
I don't know where them runs been at
all.
all night, but damn it, that's the runs I've been looking for.
Now after the run by Bell,
Make
here's
his
another
ass
1st
pay
and
for him
10.
playing that little ass box.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I just ran
And
into my
just
own
no
man.
chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's my fault. I ran into my own man.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon.
Why did I
He's able
jump?
to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas
Damn,
up
how
front in
many
order to
people
bring
you
this
gonna
one
send up in the
home.
box?
From the gun on 3rd down. Stacy under a heavy rush, and down he
Like,
goes.
golly, how many people you gonna put in the
sacks that they've
box?
absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Hey, it wasn't pretty, but we got the win.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's my fault.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett.
Quick snapping the hell out of me with 5 interceptions.
16 and a Bronco first down.
Switch to his zone, get his ass up out of here.
They'll look to throw.
Almost Superman at home. Get his ass up out of here.
Cortland Sutton was the man he was
Get him up out of here.
But it'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
We'll definitely take this.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Told you, ignorance. He won't stop throwing it deep. It's no scheme. It's just, I'm going to chunk it and pray. You got to do something better than that, man.
Well, the field
not going to win games
this
year.
What I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation.
I didn't realize I was right there.
Young man right there.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
I didn't realize I was right there.
2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check 50. You draw Corker.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Bell. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 14
That's all I needed. I just need to get off there because I couldn't kneel. That was going to put me in the end zone.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.